Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Get your coffee at the ready. I've got my vanilla latte in my pumpkin mug. Very apt. I've drank half of it now already while I was doing my makeup, but you know. Now I promised you a coffee chat, but also something else that I just got, which brings me on to said coffee chat. So I recently purchased, this is my first Lisa Eldridge purchase, one of her refillable lipsticks. Now, Lisa Eldridge is the queen of makeup, and she's brought out a Christmas selection featuring the drawings by the artist Blair Brettenstein, and I just love these pictures, this artwork. My goodness, if I can find some of them, I'll put up, because she's done lots of different sets. So there's a set of lip glosses, there's eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow, there's a cleansing set, there's a lip and lip pencil set, and then you've got these two individual of the original refillable lipsticks with a shade that is already in the collection, which is Dreamy Damask, and then a limited edition red tomato shade lipstick. But I haven't bought anything from her before. I haven't tried anything because it's quite pricey. But these illustrations are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I want a big print of this, of any of them on my wall, because I love illustration, I love art, and I love art like this. And if you go onto the artist's Instagram, you can see all the different pictures that she's done. She's New York based. Gorgeous. If you love makeup and pretty girls, then this is it. But Lisa Eldridge has done a video on her Christmas editions, and the way she describes each illustration, the way she sets up the story, it's just gorgeous. And I couldn't resist, and I thought, now is my time. I had some birthday money, and instead of using it for normal things like food shop or, you know, dog stuff or anything like that, I thought, you know what, I'm going to treat myself and buy myself something special, because that's what I used to do back in the day when I'd get money from uncles and aunts. I would buy myself something special with that money to remember on that birthday. That's what that person gave me the money for, and I bought something special, and I always remember it and look at it. So that's what I did. I bought this lipstick here called Dreamy Damask, and it's the refillable, rechargeable lipsticks with the limited edition art of Blair Brettenstein. Okay, I've got it on now. And when I saw the colour and the description of this colour, I was sold. Let's just take a moment for the beauty of this bullet. Oh! I mean, it's weighty. It's absolutely gorgeous. You have the option to get your initials engraved at the bottom. And you know what? I did it. I thought, this is a birthday present to me. I'm going to engrave my initials at the bottom. And I did. Let's have a look at the colour. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. If that is not like a me colour, I don't know what is. I love this cool tone pink. It is a cool tone pink, and it's got blue flecks through it. And oh my goodness, it's silky smooth, absolutely gorgeous, and I love it. And it's the first time, I can't even speak. It's the first time I'm wearing it today, because I've been waiting to do this video. I'm going to put pictures of my up on Instagram of it. But how gorgeous is that? She does, in the Christmas set, she's got 2 or 3 sets of lipsticks with lip liners, but I don't think it's a full size lipstick. It's not these refillable ones, but have a look. I'll link it below, and you can go and watch Lisa's video, because my goodness, you're going to want everything. When I ordered this from her website, and I got a complimentary sample of her Seamless Skin Enhancing Treatment Cleanser. So one of her gift sets is a treatment cleanser with like a signature headband, like with a bow. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, I love it. Highly recommend. I'm so thrilled with this purchase, and I'm going to keep this little box because A, I love a box, B, this is just, it's divine. Like, these illustrations are divine and I love them. Now, this is what brought me to my coffee chat video, okay? This is what brought me to the coffee chat video. Is finding the little joys in life, but allowing yourself to enjoy beautiful things. I remember seeing a quote years ago, said, I'm going to make everything around me beautiful, and that is going to be my life. I love beautiful things. Well, we all do. But sometimes as you get older, you kind of feel like, oh, you can't do you need another lipstick? Do I need? But if it's your birthday, I think you should buy yourself something special that you've always wanted, or that you like, or that brings you joy. I think it's really important. And when I turned 43, I finally got that feeling. I've waited years for this feeling. I remember thinking it would happen when I turned 40, but I turned 40 during COVID, and it wasn't, and I had COVID at the time. But I just remember watching an episode of Real Housewives of Cheshire, and Rachel said I can't remember what age she turned, maybe it was 40, and she said, you know, that was it. She came down the stairs and she was like, right, that is it, I am who I am. And I thought that would happen at 40, but it didn't. 41? No. 42? No. And I was constantly trying to seek that acceptance of myself, and that acceptance of myself. And then when I turned 43, I suddenly just felt like, you know what? No, we need to celebrate things. Celebrate the small things. Celebrate promotions. Celebrate small wins. Birthdays. Put up the balloons. Put up a banner. Have a party. Invite people round, which I did and I really enjoyed. And finding things that make you happy and joyous. Like, it could be a bunch of flowers every month delivered. So you get a seasonal bunch of flowers. And yes, it's a cost, but how can you, one must go through life with joys, whether it's the theatre, whether it's the museum, whether it's art, whether it's music, whether it's dance, creativity, things. You know, people always say that things, it's superficial, but if you're someone that loves jewellery, you may save up to get yourself a wonderful piece of jewellery that you enjoy. Do you need it? No, but it makes you happy, and that's important. I think that's important. So for years, I sort of thought, no, how much is this lipstick? It's 50 something pounds, all the engraving. But this time I thought, no, I'm going to buy myself something beautiful, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to wear it. And I intend to wear it because it's absolutely one of my favourite types of colours. But it just sparked me on to have the conversation of the inner voice that you have, to remind yourself to look for the small joys in the world that are for you. You know, if I hear a really good song, I make a mental note to note it down and add it to my playlist, because music is mood changing, is mood boosting. Anyway, so getting on to the 43, I do actually feel like my best self, and I haven't in a long time. And I feel in my skin, and I'm not looking at others, or I'm not looking at anything that makes me feel inferior or not good enough, because I know I'm good enough as is, and I like how I am, I like the way I look, and that's that. I do believe you should have motivational, not as in motivational people behind you, but a muse. So maybe a couple of people, maybe online, or maybe that you look at, who pop into your head when you're feeling a bit low or you're feeling unmotivated. I have 2 people in my mind that I absolutely love. And whenever I think, oh, I don't really feel like doing my exercise today, I'll think of this person and I'll think, well, she's done her exercise this morning. I know she has. I'm doing it. And it actually motivates me to do it. And the other, and she also always is, you know, has her makeup on, gets dressed, you know, has everything organised. And I'm always motivated by her and have been for years. And the other person, she always, again, she loves makeup. She always buys beautiful pieces of makeup, limited edition things. She always dresses immaculately, and she does not dress like anybody else. So you get this Instagram feed where you feel like you need to look like, you know, you need to have the fleece and the Uggs and the this and the socks and the, you know, but she dresses the way she wants to dress because she loves skirts with pleats in it, and she loves shoes and bags. And she always dresses immaculately. She's got a gorgeous, always this pair of sunglasses, and she puts her jewellery on, and she wears her rings and her necklace, and she does her makeup, and she gets dressed, and she's got a lovely coat, and she goes out for the weekend, and her husband go for lovely lunches. They don't have children. I don't have children either. But they go every weekend. They will go for lovely lunches, beautiful coffees. They'll walk around the city. They'll maybe go and look at some art or some, you know, they'll go to a food festival because, again, she likes food. I love food. So it always reminds me when I don't feel like getting dressed one day. It's okay, Sunday, you've got a lazy day in your pyjamas, lovely, you know. But on the other days during the week, when I feel like I don't want to get dressed, I just think of this person and I think, right, that's it. No, I'm putting my lipstick on today, I'm putting my makeup on, I'm putting on my lovely clothes, I'm putting on my beautiful perfume. All of these small steps contribute to your mood and how you feel. Adding colour, wearing bright colour, you know, painting your nails a certain way, or it all adds up to feeling good, and you're allowed to feel good. Okay, you're allowed to feel confident, you're allowed to buy yourself something nice, whether it's a lovely silk scarf, or whether you've asked for something special for your birthday, or whether you've got an expensive perfume that you're keeping for best. Don't keep it for best, wear it every day, because if you don't, that perfume's just going to sit there and go off at some point, and you'll think, oh, why didn't I use it? So I'm here to remind you to seek out the beauty in your life, whatever that may be, whether that's making a cup of coffee and sitting down and enjoying that cup of coffee while it's hot. So I'm you know, guilty of this. I'll start making a coffee and I'll start loading laundry and doing something else. And I'm like, no, I've talked to you about coffee rituals. You need to make your coffee, and you need to make an actual point of, I'm having my coffee while it's hot. Whether it's sitting in front of the window and just looking out onto the world. I love doing that. I love standing at my window and just watching everything, watching people go by. Or whether that's having a coffee and listening to a podcast. And you're going to sit and listen to that podcast. You're not going to do other things. You're going to sit with your cup of coffee and you're going to listen to that podcast. Or one of my favourite things is radio for you and yours. Consumer, what's going on in the world. Or listening to a song. I recently found a new art. She's not a new artist. I can't even remember what she's called now. Something or other Tickerum. Tanita Tickerum? I'd never heard of her before. And Anita Rani, who's a journalist and radio and TV presenter, I love her. She mentioned her on her Instagram that she'd got a new album. And I thought, well, this is nice. I like new things. Or listening to new people that I haven't heard of. Anyway, I downloaded a couple of her albums and I listened to it and it's fantastic. I loved it so much. That's the other thing. You know, it's lovely to get new recommendations from people, listening to new music you've never thought you'd listen to, or reading a book that someone's recommended, or watching a show that is different, or just something slightly different or inspiring, or learning something new about somebody that you like, oh, I didn't know, and you kind of listen to it or read it, or, you know, a product recommendation or something like that. I love that. So that's basically what I'm saying. So enjoy your beautiful things. Wear your gorgeous wool coat. Wear your lovely new boots. Wear your lipstick. Get the bottom engraved. You know, just how wonderful is that to have in your handbag? And then you've got this beautiful, beautiful casing that you can keep forever and ever, and you can refill it. And you look at it and go, I bought this for my 43rd birthday, and I love it, and I use it, and I'm important and I matter, you know? There we are. Let me know your thoughts below. Feel free to offer up any coffee chat topics. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like this lipstick, and have a wonderful, beautiful day. And I'll chat to you in my next video. Bye.